Back. We are back. We are back. We are here, man. Hey, I'm actually doing some work right now, so y'all gonna hear a little bumping in the background. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me make sure because I see this thing is not jumping the way it's supposed to. Okay, my mic is good. We good. All right. So I just want to let y'all know me and perfect timing. You know, we talked earlier. We had our little spell. We talked about stuff. You could call it beef. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But it's a brotherhood. As perfect would say. Perfect, no, we coming down. We at the cool table. And it's funny, because being at the cool table, the sky about to fall out. Being at the cool table, man, you know, all type of stuff happen. No, that's what they go through when you at the cool table, man. You get to find out information. You get to, fact check each other, guys. Check these guys. Make sure, they say who they say they is. They being who they be they is. You know, they on their square. You know what I'm saying? Full circle about it. You know, the perfect timing, man. Because he says that certain situations aren't the time to have to talk about it. But right now, we gonna have to talk about it. And I'm gonna let y'all know. Go on Perfect Timing Podcast. We're gonna have this talk. You know what I'm saying? Perfect timing already, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Me and him, we talk. So we're gonna talk this talk on Perfect Timing Podcast, because this what this is about. I ain't gonna even tell y'all the matter of fact, it's about Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that over there on the Roger Report. So for those that don't know, for those who ain't in the know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, life is so dang good. I got to go ahead and shout y'all out because I can see the phone now. I'm moving around. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really hit the phone, but I can go ahead and see people coming in and say their name. Talk about the situation at hand. You know, Bill Cosby's getting out, y'all. You know, everybody, was calling Bill Cosby all out. I say, okay, if Bill did it or not, the point of it is a lot of those women, they played it to the left. They got what they can get off of him. And when it was the time be, they was, you know, they parted their ways with the situation. They ultimately try to, put Bill down, put Bill as the bad guy, put Bill as this, put Bill as that. But in the end, it prevailed. You know, it was either for money, ratings, or something along those lines they were trying to do with Bill. And to my understanding, they probably succeeded because now the charges are dropped. I mean, I don't know. I might not be that privy to the law, but I wonder how many people, go through this same scenario and their charges get dropped after you've been in jail for 2 years. Maybe it was more. Maybe they want to, say he was this and he was that. But in the end, I'm trying to figure some things out about this because if Bill did what he did and they let him go, so that means he's innocent, right? And for all the people that, pretty much over the years, crack jokes about Bill, it was funny, to do that. I was that's the comedian side, he took those jokes because that's what comedians do. You know, we're gonna race. They racing to the jokes, man. They about to, clown and it's a hee hee ha ha funny moment. But when it comes down to it, like I said, this pod is about perfect timing and his podcast because I want y'all to go over there and check them out. Like I said, we had a discussion today. We had a few little issues at hand that we wanted to, talk about, and it was on the table. You know, in the end, they got talked about. You know, It was on the Roger Report where they got talked about. But to, everybody that don't go to the Roger Report, y'all need to start. For everybody that don't know, you know, that you have a voice out here on this YouTube street, and you need to be counted. Come in with the right thing though. Don't come in with a narrative of trying to beat people up, and you the big wolf on campus. Come with an understanding that to get some understanding, because that's all we doing. you know I want to understand the whole situation about Bill Cosby. I want to know how this situation panned out to all of a sudden everything that he was charged with, and you know the whole thing that you know the alleged statements, and what was it, 80 some victims and all this, like how all of a sudden everything just took a back seat. That's what I'm trying to get an understanding, because you know uh he says it best, the perfect time podcast. We got to find the perfect time to talk about this, and this is the perfect time to talk about this situation. you know, and it's suited that a person whose podcast is named Perfect Timing Podcast is to have this perfect discussion about Bill Cosby and what took place. So, as it stand, like I'm saying, I want everybody to know we need to be going up. What's going on, Bruce? We need to go over to Perfect Timing Podcast. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link to his channel, and I might even go ahead and back it up and put it in the description for all the people that kind of move a little slow, because I want them to be fast in life. I want them to be up on things. I want them to be able to, grab things, and get it done. You know, I want to be in the whole support of all the people around the manosphere, the space that has some type of, understanding of what's going on and how we need to elevate ourselves. Yeah, just had to have a little quick moment of silence, man. This is a moment of silence, not because somebody got killed. This is a moment of silence because somebody was acquitted. This was a moment of silence because somebody, you know, stood 10 toes down and told him he'll do 10, 20, 30, or whatever they get to him, old as he is, because he's not bowing down. A moment of silence for, Bill. He did a lot for the community. A lot of people didn't like him for his talks on what he, criticized people. But you got to understand, that criticism came with love. That criticism came with structure. That criticism came because he wanted better. That's the bad part. He wanted better. And we criticized him. We, what I'm saying, put him in the light. And I say we, I'm talking the most, because I'm not going after everybody, you know. I'm not going after everybody, but most of the people, they said he was a bad man. They said he did this. They said he did that. And when we asked for the proof, they said it'll come out in the trial. Now, what's happening? They letting them go. So that means what what happened in the trial? Because of this, I think they said he was exonerated. I'm not sure. I got to be on perfect with this, so that's why I'm gonna wait to perfect timing pod to go ahead and give the rundown of this, so we can understand what was actually done with him and his time. Because I want to make it clear that I want to be upfront, on point with this scenario or this situation at hand, because perfect timing is going to talk about this. Perfect timing is going to give us the rundown of what's going on, how these things are going down. And, like I said, for the people that are coming in, they're going to see this, like I keep telling people. I'm going over there to his channel and I'm gonna see what's the problem, what's the issue, what's going on, you know, what I need to fix, what I need to talk about, because I don't understand all what's going on with this, because it's kind of shady to me, to be honest. It's at a shady moment right now. And like I said, I put it in the chat. So when I go over there, I'm gonna see what's the, like we used to say back in the day, like the old school, what's the 411? We got to get the 411 what's going on with this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we hear one thing, we see another. We heard that he was guilty. We heard that all this stuff was happening with him. And now they just let Bill go. So my thing is, why they hold him for 2 years? So what evidence came out, or what transpired for him to be let go? I'm happy. This guy's an old man. That's like taking my granddad to jail, for a situation. I'm not even gonna speak on the situation at hand because he was freed from it. Everything that they put on him, technically now, it's nothing. You know, why all this stuff didn't come out during the trial? That's what I'm trying to get perfect time and understand. I'm trying to get him to tell me this stuff because we had the conversation earlier. We talked about the perfect timing. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the perfect time? What's the perfect time for talking about this? And like I said, the only person that I can think better to talk about this is Perfect Timing Podcast. So I'm gonna see what his take is on this. I'm gonna see how much research he did on this because you can't come out here talking about stuff and don't know no research. So that's why I said I'm holding back. I know my little piece. I say my little words of what's going on, but I really want to know what's going on with this situation. So I hope he did his homework because I'm gonna be in the chat trolling. I'm a G checker. If I hear something that ain't right, who said that? Where's your sources? Because you know I'm the man that we try to deal with facts instead of emotions. For people that know me in the space, the how I get on these guys with their feelings. I hit them with the yeah. When it come to that, I don't want your feelings in this. I want nothing but the facts. That's why I troll those guys. Don't get emotional when we talking about business. Business is business. You know, we need to get an understanding of what happened with his case. We need to get an understanding of why all of a sudden now. You know, this is an elder. You know, I don't wish no old man go to jail. You know, especially if you didn't do the crime. Why you have to do the time? Jail's not a good place for nobody. What's going on, one? Like I said, man, I got a little time, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shout y'all out while y'all coming through. You know, it's not a perfect time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep pushing this perfect timing because if you was on Roger, you heard me when I asked perfect timing. When is the right time? He said he's gonna talk about it. I told him, don't talk about it if you ain't about it. Don't talk about it if you ain't gonna be about it. So point blank, we done had the discussion. He's gonna pull. I'm pulling up on Perfect Timing Podcast. His link is in the chat. His link is in the description. For people that hear this later when he go live, the link is in the description. I want to pull up over there. I want everybody to come over there. We talk about we want the smoke. I want to go over there and see what this smoke is about. Because at the end of the day, he say he perfect timing podcast. So we got to come with that heat, that fire, that fire. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to tell him, go ahead and drop all that. That's not what you're doing, bro. We're not talking about that if you ain't talking about it the right way. You call yourself perfect timing. I want to know what's the perfect time for all this stuff to go about. I want to know in detail, have you done your research? Stop dealing in your feelings. Let's talk about it mano y mano, man to man. What is the situation at hand? I want to know. I don't want to see you post a video if you ain't doing your research. I'm pushing that. They're gonna start to get fact checked around here. You know, because guys coming out here all willy nilly with stuff. I'm coming in with fact checking. I'm sorry. It has to be done. I'm putting guys on notice. I might don't need to be the guy, but I might have to be the guy. Notice, you know, starting with perfect timing. He got to come with it because if he don't, he's getting questioned about it. You know, who put you in charge? You know, why is your name perfect timing and you ain't coming with this perfect timing podcast with the info? Perfect timing. What's the perfect time? He say the perfect time is now. So I'm gonna go over there and see what he's talking about. You know, he about to go live in a minute. We about to see what's crackling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We about to see what's going down. Because in the end, inquiring minds want to know, you know, what's all this about? You know, they dropping it on the news, but I want to hear this Black Star news. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come over to the Perfect Timing podcast and I'm gonna see what's going down. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We got to. You know what I'm saying? Because guys run around in space. You know what I'm saying? They being somebody they not. You got guys running around in space, invest in the business. You got guys running around in space. They putting pressure on other guys. They need to be putting pressure on themselves. So I'm pushing the issue. Go ahead, Bruce. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna see what's going on. I wanna know what's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you say you about this, then you about it. If you ain't about that life, don't scream like you about that life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come over there and we're gonna see what's going on. Shout out to Gold P. That's Gold Professor in the building for people that don't know. You know, all of us, we going over to Perfect Timing Podcast, Gold Professor, because he gonna speak on this Bill Cosby getting free. He say he got some. I want to know if he dealing in facts or emotions. You know, his feelings. We need to talk about this because they got on Bill hard. You know what I'm saying? From my opinion, they was on Bill hard. I'm sorry. From my facts that I seen, they was on Bill hard. I don't feel that they was getting on Bill. I seen it. I know it out my own eyes. Other people have seen it. It can be proven. Therefore, it is what? A fact. So my thing is this. Like I said, perfect timing better go hard, man. Because if he don't, hey, we ain't getting clipped around here. We ain't playing no more. We fact checking these guys. All these guys in the space. Now me running around here with this false narrative, pushing this struggle bond. You know, we got issues. No, if they got issues, they got issues. We working on us. We doing it for us, man. We helping us out. We building with us. And I'm about to go ahead and drop off of this because a lot of guys are popping on. I'm gonna get my intake on this because I gotta do my research. I'm going over to Perfect Timing Podcast, and I'm telling y'all, man, I got my ear to the streets, man. I got to see what they talking about. Don't talk about it if you don't know about it. That's all I'm saying. And like always, man, we gone, we gone. Hey, perfect timing. He coming up. Hey, put the link in the description. Put the link in the chat. For all that come after the video, link is in. You know what I'm saying? Go sub to the guy. See what he's talking about. See, hear him first. Go see this man what I'm promoting. Because if he ain't, I'm gonna tell him about himself. So you better come with it. I'm telling y'all, man. Once again, we out and we gone.